Hey everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at the Magic Cube mini game box. It's a beauty right there, right? Look at it. Let's put it down on the table and look into it. Alright guys, here we go on the table, and there it is. The magnificent Magic Cube. Let's open it up. The box fits kind of snug. And there it is right there. This is the Magic Cube. Now, I am going to tell you, this thing is way, way smaller than what I thought it was going to be. Okay, so when I was looking at the ad online on Banggood, I was like, oh, okay, we'll get that. But it looks, the way they have it presented in their photo, it looks so much bigger than the reality. The reality is it's pretty damn small. It's like here's a iPhone 8, okay, and there's that thing. So it's pretty small, and it doesn't weigh anything either. The weight on it is 94 grams, so it's pretty light. Now, if you take a look at it, around on the bottom, you'll notice right off there's some kind of speaker. So I don't know if that's going to be sending out like system noises. I'm not exactly sure what this, because I haven't messed with it yet. Then over here is a volume button for that, or a dial. You got a couple of USB ports here for the transmitters, or their controllers. They're in there. Okay, now you get around to this side. Here's the important side, which would be the back, because that'll be the front and that'll be the back. So here's your USB-C. That's probably going to charge or power the unit while it's on. Here's your mini HDMI cable, which I don't even remember if I have one of them or not. And if I don't, I'll have to go to Best Buy and get one. Or there might be one in the box, who knows. Then here's your on and off button right here. Right there, and then right here is your micro SD card that has the system on it. I'm sure the ROMs and everything else. We're gonna, oh, sorry, bumped the camera there. We're going to, there was a sticker over here, so they didn't want you taking this out. They had this completely covered with a sticker. They probably don't want you to corrupt it. Another one of these I haven't reviewed yet. I took it out and backed it up right away. It was the first thing I did before I even turned it on, which I suggest you do with one of these things, because you never know when these things are going to get corrupted. But here is the micro SD card right there. Boy, it's hard to focus in on that, but it is a 16 gigabyte. There it is right there. 16 gigabyte U1. Okay, so let me refocus that down there. Okay, now what we're going to do before I even take it over there to the table, or to the TV, and turn this on and power this on, is we're going to pop this micro SD card in the computer and take a look to see what's on here. Because I'm curious to know what's in the folders and all that stuff. So we'll do that after this little unboxing thing here, before we go to the TV. Now let me look at the rest of this junk. Here's the USB-C cable. So you're going to have to run that into some phone charger or something. There's the controllers. Okay, so here's your mini HDMI cable, which I'm glad's in here because I wasn't sure if I had one of those. And then there's the covers for them. Maybe, yeah, there's the covers for them. They were in the box. The little protective covers for those things there. Anyway, and then you got your manual. I'm sure when you turn it on, it's going to have a little menu system like right there. You see that little menu system? right there. It's got movie, music, so you can probably put video files on here, system settings. Um, they just tell you, you know, what it is: USB 1, USB 2, volume, TF card, HD interface, power indicator, you know, typical stuff. Let's just get a feel of one of these transmitters real quick. They feel good. Actually, I'm not a big fan of this Genesis type pad thing. Not a real big fan of those, but that's, you know, it is what it is. It's got all the buttons. They actually feel nice. There's some rubber on the sides here. Actually, the quality of this is way better than I expected, to be honest with you. I thought these were going to be really chintzy, but they're not, actually. There's L1, L2. You know, basically it's set up like a PS4 controller, except it has this disc instead of the arrows, you know. So, yeah, that looks good, man. That looks real good. So it has everything you need, except it doesn't give you the power supply, which you know what those are, those little 5-volt things. Everybody has 500 of them laying around the house anymore. That's why they don't give them to you no more. Okay, so that's the reason, because they're saving money, because they know everybody already has one of these already. They already know everybody has 500 of these little power bricks laying around the house. So there it is. And we are going to go take it and take this card out and go put it over there into the computer and take a look at that first. All right, guys, here we are at the my computer area, and it's coming up as disk F, and it has 808 megabytes free of, you know, it's one of them 16 gig cards, so it's using 14 gigs, 13.6 gigs of something is on there. So let's go into the root here and look at it. Okay, so this folder says the download folder, nothing's in there. And here's the game folder. Okay, so up here you got your CPS, that's that Capcom system arcade board. They have CPS 1 and CPS 2. CPS 2 is the better game. CPS 1 is you're back with your, you know, ghouls and ghosts and that type of stuff back there. The CPS 2 arcade board from Capcom would have the, like, Street Fighter Alpha 3 and that kind of, those kind of games probably from the later 90s. That would be on there. See, here is your regular board, your 1944, Three Wonders, Mercs, just Silkworm, just some of them kind of games. And then there's some Neo Geo games in here also. I see it'll run the Neo Geo games, that emulator also will run those. Okay, FBA, I'm not sure what that is. I don't recognize any of the ROM names in there. They all have begin with a K for whatever that means. Okay, so here you got your Famicom. That's your regular Nintendo. Let me look at the amount of files you got for that. 698 of those. Then you got your Game Boy. 221 of those. Game Boy Advance. 744 of those. Excuse me, Game Boy Color, Game Gear, Mega Drive, Neo Geo, PlayStation, and Super Famicom. Super Nintendo. So we'll go here. So it's got 234 Super Nintendo games. You know, the usual suspects, you know, Mega Man, Rockman, Spider-Man, Bomberman, Super this, Super that. You know how it goes, right? As long as they have the ones I like. That's what I care about. But they probably won't. Well, they got Super Metroid. That's good. They don't have Super Castlevania. I don't see that on there. My favorite game. Super Turrican's pretty good. Pocky and Rocky's pretty good. I like the first one, not the second one. The first one's better. But, you know, you're going to be able to add your own ROMs in here. So I'll just plop my Super Castlevania in here and play it. So, yeah, and then there's some writing there. Yeah, that's about it. So, you know it's packed with games. Don't know exactly how many, but there's a lot. Oh, and there's the Neo Geo folder. That has quite a few items in there. So you're looking at like, this looks like probably like 2,000, 3,000 games on here. So that would be my guess. Something of that nature. Probably around 3,000. All right. So there you go. So let's get it over to the TV and check it out. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot one more thing. If you go up here, back to the root thing, you'll see it has a couple of music files in here. I'm not playing those. And then it has nothing in the pics or anything, but in the video, there's a test video in here to test the video player. And it's just a little Corning glass demonstration video. So, you know, nothing major in these other folders. All right, let's get it over to the TV. And here's the thing turned on. You'll see the box right down there. You see it? All you do is you plug in the USB power cord into one of those little phone chargers and then plug the USB cable into the back of your TV. And then there's a button on the back, the power button that I showed you in the unboxing. You just hold that in until it turns blue. When you plug it into the power, there's a red light that's going to come on that's on all the time. And then that red light will turn to like blue and red when you hold the button in to turn the power on. And then when you turn the power on, this is going to come up right here, this menu. This is the front menu of the system. So when you turn it on, you're going to get this menu right here. Now it's going to be in Chinese when you first turn it on. So what you're going to have to do is come over here to the settings right there. And you're going to have to hit this button here, the circle button. And that is the one that actuates the menus and the, you know, go, don't go, and all that other stuff. Instead of it being the X, it's going to be the circle. So you hit the circle in the settings. Then you're going to go to language. And of course, you know, it's going to be in Chinese. So you're going to have to hit that and go to English. That's the one you're going to want right there. And it has some other languages here. Danish, French, Dutch, Indonesian. I'm not sure if that's Russian. And then you're going to have your, you know, your Far East stuff here, Korea, Japan, you know, stuff like that. So, and then you got your display here. You can go to the full screen or the equal proportion, which would probably be 4:3. I'm just going to leave it right now full screen. It's a little bit blowed out, but I'm just going to leave it there for this quick demonstration. And then there's that speaker. There's this connection thing. I'm just not even sure what that is. Restore system info. And it just tells you the model number. Now, what I am going to tell you before I even start one of these games, this joystick, it really works nice. I mean, it really is very precise. So I'm really, really happy with this thing so far. I played a little bit of Castlevania. It was actually on here. So I played a little Castlevania on here, and man, this joystick is nice as heck. Believe me, it was very precise. So anyway, just going through the menu here real quick. It has this stuff that I was telling you about. You can change the theme. I'm not going to do it because I like this one here. I'm just going to leave it. You just would click on that, and you would go to theme 1, theme 2, theme 3. I'm sure it's different, like red maybe or orange. Some different color or something on there. I mean, I don't care about that stuff. I'm just going to leave it on here. I'm comfortable with this one, so that I'm fine with that. Now, here's that little music directory. And then there's a couple of music files in there, which I'm not going to play because, you know, I don't want to get copyright on this. Then here's the movie player. And it had that little file in there, you know, that Corning glass Corning glass test demo thing. So, you know, who cares about that? So what do we care about? The games, right? Okay, so let's get to the game menu. So on here, you got your Famicom, Game Gear, Mega Drive, Game Boy Advance, SNK, PS1. That's that arcade thing up here, I think it was. But anyway, I'm going to give you the demonstration here on the Super Nintendo. So we're going to hit that. And you're going to go bum, 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 bum. And there's the games. I'm not going to play any Nintendo games on here. I'm going to come down here. I think it was Castlevania 4 right here. We're going to go to that one. Now, it takes a while to load. It makes a couple of little pops and hisses and all that stuff. But, you know, it eventually comes up on there. Now, to get out of the game, I'm going to hit the start button right here. And we're just going to go to start. We're not going to play around. We're just going to go right to start. Oh, I went to option. Excuse me. I went to option like a dope. I want to go to start. See, we'd hit the start button right there. Oh! Then you got to put your name in there because it's the first time you're playing it. Hit your name there and then hit start again. I'm trying to play this, looking at the phone. Actually, I wanted to rush this this video out here for Dave so he could see. Just to let you know, Dave, I recommend getting this. This thing's pretty nice. I've been playing around with it. Yeah, the joystick works really nice. The joystick is very precise. It's very accurate. Crap, I got hit. Sorry, blue. All right, so there you go. Now, let me show you how to do this here part, which has a nice piece. You hit the start and select at the same time, and it pulls up the menu. Okay, so once you get to the menu, All you have to do, and it has the save state stuff, which I love in these kind of things. Okay, so you can save the progress of the game and then come back. You don't have to use the password, which in Castlevania means you don't have to go finish the stage. You know, or go, you know, you got a boss coming up, hit the save state. And then it has the load state. And then your input, whatever you want to change the joystick or whatever, restart and quit. Retro Arch. So that's the emulator. Okay, so we're going to go to that quit. So I'll have to do that Castlevania thing all over again. But hey, that's the way it goes. Okay, so there you go, man. It works great. I went through a bunch of these other games already, but I'm not going to sit here and make a 5-hour video doing that. They work great. Okay, I haven't had any trouble with it whatsoever. You know, the PS1 games are a little flaky, but, you know, that's to be expected. But, I mean, for what this thing is, I mean, and you can hook it to your TV. It's not just some little handheld device. Yeah, I'm really liking this. I'm going to be using this. Winter's coming. The drones will be discharging. Okay, so we're going to be playing around with this thing, no doubt. All right, guys, there you go. The Magic Box, or yeah, I think that's what it's called. The Magic Box, Magic Cube. All right, guys, there you go. Have a nice day. I'll talk to you later.